If heaven is a beautiful place as you and I know, why then would anyone go to heaven and come back? Let me introduce to you Raymond. Raymond is in his mid-30s when he met his wife. They have been married for years. His wife was diagnosed with a terminal illness. He would do anything to make sure his wife get back on her feet. After about 8 months, Raymond's wife lost her life, and the next day, he disappeared. No one could trace what happened to Raymond. And the next day after Raymond's disappearance, a dead body was found. But the problem is the face is disfigured, so they couldn't really tell if it is Raymond. About a decade later, someone shows up. And this person looks exactly like Raymond. This man has a lot of money, even more than the Raymond that died a decade ago. People obviously have their suspicions. Some people left it at just a thought. Other people proceeded into investigating. But the thing is, people on the internet can find anything. No, really, let me change that. People on the internet can find anything that is made available. They want to prove so bad that it's the same Raymond that died years ago. Guess what? This man who looks like Raymond, his name is also what? Raymond. There is this company called Ridges. Ridges is a company that manages people's wealth, not just anyone. The wealthy's wealth. If you are on Ridges' list, you must have a crazy amount of money. I'm talking wealthy. This company usually verify people's source of income and therefore rank them based on, their requirements. Ridges found Raymond online. They investigated everything, his source of income, where he has been for the past 10 years. And then they came to the conclusion that, Raymond deserves a spot on our list. Therefore, Raymond becomes someone that is acclaimed by Ridges. And let me tell you, the people, every single person, even the government, organizations, all respect Ridges' list. The thing about Ridges is every single person on Ridges' list are not just wealthy people. They also have a secondary assignment or a secondary job, and that is Ridges ambassadors. Raymond, as the latest add-on to the Ridges list, is now their latest ambassador. He gets invited to give speeches in schools, seminars, offices, organizations. Now that Raymond is not just a random wealthy man, Raymond hired a female assistant, Steph. Steph is no regular assistant. Steph would do anything for Raymond. As time goes on, Raymond started liking Steph. And it's no news to Steph because the whole time Steph was plotting. Steph and Raymond got married a couple months later. So after their marriage, they came out to the public. They made an announcement. The thing is, once you have been acclaimed by Ridges, once Ridges have verified you, once you made it to Ridges' list, there are a couple things. The first one is, if you were ever to get married while you are still on Ridges' list, your partner technically have every right that you have. So your partner can wake up one day randomly and think, you know what? I want to take all of his money. And they will actually take all of your money. And you cannot do anything about it. This so-called dynamic has a name. It is called swans. Now, not just that. Let's say one of the swans died before the other. The partner has two options. The first one, they can decide to let go of the wealth, of their wealth, everything, and just go into hiding or something like that. Or last but not the least, if they don't want to let go of the wealth, they can follow their partner to, where I am talking about. So either way, it is a very risky move to declare yourself as someone on Reggie's list as married. And this explains why there are some wealthy people that purposely, intentionally lower their wealth so they don't get noticed by Regis. Now there is another thing as well. The thing about Regis award is the award is made of entirely gold. It's like a plaque, but it is made of gold. Each award has a serial number, which means there is just no way, it is almost impossible to duplicate the award. I mean, you can, as long as you don't come out with it. In case you're wondering, with all these rules, why would anyone still want to be acclaimed by Regis? Why would anyone want Regis to verify them? It gets even worse. Everyone on the Regis list are between the ages of 40 to 65 years old. Now, what happens if someone clocks 65? You might be wondering. Well, clocking 65 automatically disqualifies you. Not only that, so Regis will take a look at your case, okay? They will look at your family tree, your bloodline, whatever. And then they will determine, based on their requirements, if there is anyone in your family between the age of 40 and 65 who can take up your spot on Regis. If there is no one, or if there is someone who didn't meet all their requirements, there is still no way around it. So what happens to your spot? They get rid of it. And I'm gonna tell you something, it is worse than that. It feels like being exiled. Their names will be taken down from almost everywhere. Not only that, their family name technically, after being taken off Regis' list, now amount to nothing. No matter the amount of money they have, no matter how wealthy they are, it now all amounts to nothing. Steph and Raymond went on their honeymoon and then they're back to work. Straight from the honeymoon, they have a tour giving seminars, okay, for people. You don't have to pay, it's free. You just have to book your slot, basically. But one day, while they are at a seminar, something happened. On this day, for some reason, Raymond decided to tell people how he actually managed to get this far and everything that happened. So the thing about people like Raymond is they don't give out the full information, okay? So they give you just enough to keep you interested, just enough to keep you wondering. You know, they maintain that balance. So Raymond told the people, my journey to becoming who I am today is a hard one. I improve the consistency work. I improve the resilience work. I improve that you have to keep going. I improve that the only way out is through. Okay. And then he ended it with something. He said, it's like I went to heaven and I came back. The people went crazy. Raymond managed to control the crowd because there is commotion, there is chaos. A survey was given to everyone to fill out. It's basically questions about heaven. And there is a particular one that stands out to me. What do you think heaven looks like? Why do you think you as a person probably deserve heaven? There are some people that didn't fill out the survey because they didn't want to. Anyways, after majority filled out the survey, they gave it back, and then one wise person from the crowd asked a very thoughtful question. The man said to Raymond, if you were actually in heaven, why would anyone come back from heaven? Why did you come back from heaven? Raymond is dumbfounded. He's taking a minute to process to gather his thoughts. After taking his time, Raymond is finally ready to answer this man's question. Just as he was about to answer this question, Steph just rushed towards him. That was random. Is this a form of pity or something? No, it is not. It is a gunshot. So Steph was shot and Raymond was shot. Unfortunately, both of them died. A couple weeks later, people at the scene, especially the ones that filled out the survey, they received an envelope that is supposed to be an invitation to a mass witness questioning. They were taken to an island and they were actually treated well. Everything seems fine and okay until it isn't. A man came out and made a very weird announcement. You all have been approved for voluntary leave until further notice. You will be here at this camp. This man didn't give any further information or even ask a question. He left them right away. The people started interacting. They're asking each other questions. Someone else came in. So he asked them to relax, but also like relax, but don't relax too much. You know, that kind of thing. Like be comfortable, but don't be too comfortable because you never know what's going to happen. While they're getting themselves comfortable, where they were sitting, the platform, or let's say the ground, descended and they found themselves in this white room and a monitor turned on, and it's a woman. The woman introduced herself as the moderator. This woman is Raymond's first wife. The issue here, the problem here, the weird thing here, the fact that someone that's dead is here on the TV, that's an issue on its own, but there is a bigger fish to fry. This woman made a statement. It is always advisable to read the terms and conditions of anything to avoid signing up for the unknown. Welcome to Regis Camp, the place where we choose our annual ambassadors. Good thing you all came here voluntarily. If you had been chosen or picked, you would have sustained even a greater loss, as your existence would be on hold while you are in Regis Camp. Welcome to an experience that feels like heaven and hell at the same time. There is no winning prize, but winning will surely change your life and your view on life. I will leave you to the administrators to get you settled, and I will see you in 24 hours. Just like that, the screen went blank. A man and a woman came into the room. They both are wearing white. They seem to be matching for some reason. You wanna guess who these people are? My name is Ray. I am one of the administrators. And beside me is my partner, Steph. We both really wish you good luck because you will need it. What? What is going on with Regis? What is the thing with Regis Camp or the island? What is Regis exactly? What is with Raymond and Steph? They're supposed to be dead. How are they alive on that island? Not just them. Raymond's first wife. How is she a moderator on that same island? What is going on? This is Regis, written and narrated by Ramat for the Story Architect Show. Thank you so much for staying till the end. I will see you same time next week. Until then, remember, nothing here really happened, or did it?